So, hello. It's 9 o'clock on October 13th, 2019. 3 days from my 54th birthday. And that's 3 for 3 days, not 3 for 54. Okay. Anyway, I'm at the base of Mount Jacinto. It's already kind of cold out here. As you can see, I'm already wearing my puffy. I have my thermal underwear on because it's going to be in the 40s up there. And I got a little secret to tell you. These thermals, they're a little old. They've been washed a few times, and they've shrunk a little. And so now, whenever I reach up, they leave just a teeny tiny gap right at my belly where things are coldest. So, fun. Anyway, I've been looking forward to this hike for a little while. Pardon my camera work, I'm grabbing my stuff. I've been looking forward to this hike for a little while. I don't know why, because I know when I get up there, I'm gonna die. That's my car. Last time I was here, the mountain kicked my ass. There's no reason to believe it will be any different today. So why am I going? Because this is what we do, right? We're hikers. We're here to hike. Or take it really easy, which is what I plan to do as well. Can I just tell you how beautiful it is out here? I mean, it's gorgeous. We're at the top of the desert, the bottom of the mountains. It's a little chilly. I got another jacket in my backpack, which I'm sure I'm going to be putting on at some point. But for now, let's just get up that tram, okay? So, I'm at the top of the tram, 8,500 feet, and it's a little cold outside, a little colder than I like. So what I'm going to do, instead of rushing out there and hiking right away, is, God, my hair is shit. What I'm gonna do is park myself here for a little while, listen to some music, and just get used to the altitude. I'm a little bit nauseated, but not terribly so. But I don't want to compound that with going out and being so cold that it's uncomfortable. So I just left the tram station, and I'm not going to kid you, it's pretty cold out here. It's about 45 degrees, and it's now about 10 o'clock. And I spent about an hour in there just acclimating, just getting used to the altitude, certainly not the temperature. But I'm wearing 4 layers of clothes on top. I've got a thermal top, I've got a shirt, I've got a puffy, and I've got a windbreaker. These things put together should make me invincible to the cold. Or at least not. Anyway, there. I wanted to take a moment to share something personal that I haven't mentioned ever. I haven't mentioned to too many people, and now I'm going to put it on the internet for the world to see. Courage. So about 17 years ago, I dated a girl named Deanna, who said to me one night that, or I should say she predicted, that for the rest of my life it was going to be Ken LaSalle, table for one. Meaning that because I am a unique individual with a lot of strong opinions, who doesn't really do small talk real well and doesn't socialize very well, that I would just be alone, that I was cursed to being alone. Now you might think this is something she said on our final breakup, when we broke up. How's that sound? But no, actually she said it on our first date, which was a harbinger for a great relationship to come, let me tell you. But you know, I gotta switch hands, which is not easy to do. Which is not easy to do with trekking poles. Anyway, so yeah, she basically predicted I'd be alone for the rest of my life. And, you know, as a novelist, this is kind of the lifestyle that I've adopted. It's a very solitary existence. I'm about to start work on my 30-somethingth book. I've kind of lost count. And being out here today, especially when the mountain isn't as crowded today as it was in the summer, and that's one of the things I was really looking forward to. Ooh, just got hit by a gust of wind. Fun! I really feel it. I really feel that whole Ken LaSalle table for one thing. But, you know, I'm really fortunate that I have Vicky. And I don't have a lot of family, and I don't have a lot of friends. But I feel that making these videos when I go hiking is kind of one way for me to, sorry about the sun, kind of one way for me to put myself out there in a non-performance kind of mode. The other reason I mention that, by the way, is because, if I may, I'm kind of feeling a little bit of pride in myself for kind of embracing that curse, that epithet, Ken LaSalle, table for one. Because if I've got to be alone, this is a good place to do it. Okay, so I just got my pass, and I'm hanging out here just by the ranger station. I'm gonna hang out for about a half hour. I just want to make sure that I am completely, or as much acclimated as used to this as I can get before I start hiking, because I'm gonna start putting on some elevation, and I don't want to be getting sick here before I go up there. I want to, you know, I want to be ready, and I've got lots of time. I've set the whole day aside. So I'll be taking some really long breaks, and that's fine. It's beautiful out here. Actually, I've become a little warm. These 4 layers actually may be a bit much, which is good, because I don't want to have to go up from here. And it's 10. It's gonna get warmer. So here's the thing. Every time I've come here and made a video, okay, maybe not every time, but most times, I go as far as Round Valley Campground. Ken, you got a map? Okay, so I go as far as Round Valley Campground. This time, I want to go a little bit further, maybe not completely. And the thing is there's a new trail up there that I just found out about. They've rerouted the trail past Round Valley. So, I'm going to film not as much on the way to Round Valley. I'm going to keep it light, and then I'm going to try and film more when I'm up there. One thing I got to tell you, though, is the wind just kicked, and the wind is cold. Okay, so I didn't wait as long as I was planning to, but I'm impatient. I want to get up there. So let's go, and this is gonna be hard. There's never a time when I've hiked this. I've never once hiked this without coming home with my chest hurting because of how hard it is to breathe. But I want you to know that right now I'm breathing normal, which is a big surprise considering my other hikes here. So I'm looking forward to whatever today brings. Okay, so I made it to the creek on the trail. Sorry for covering the lens. Round Valley that way, but I'll tell you something. There's no water in the creek. When I came here in June, there was still plenty of water. Now there's nothing. But it's a testament. But it's a testament to how much rain or how much snow we had this year that it ran as long as it did. The wind is really starting to kick up.
in a big way. So I'm probably gonna cover up even more. I've got a buff, and I'm probably gonna put that over my mouth because it's cold and it's dry. Actually, it's a lot of both. So I'll see you further up the trail. So, I've pulled up a log and stopped somewhere along the way. I'm about halfway up, I think. And I'm having problems breathing. Okay, so sadly, I'm only at 8650. I only climbed about 200 feet. I've got 500 more to go. So I would say the second half of this is harder than the first half, and I have that to look forward to. Anyway, so I'm having problems breathing, but I'm not feeling as sick as I have in the past. I'm starting to, but I'm hoping I can make it up to Round Valley, where I plan to take a very long break of like a half hour or an hour and get acclimated. I will tell you something though, my chest is starting to hurt right around my lungs, on my sides, where it always does, because it takes so much fresh air. You know, you have to, the air pressure is so low that it's hard to breathe there. My God. Real quick, I got on the buff, I got on the thermals, I got on the shirt, the puffy, the jacket. I was just passed by people wearing shorts and t-shirts. God, I'm a wuss. 8,900 feet. I'm starting to get loopy. Hard to breathe. But considering I've made it this far, that's not bad. And I'm still not really altitude sick. I'm just on my way there. So hopefully I can get up to Round Valley Camp without too much more trouble. 200 more feet to go. So, 1/3 of a mile to go. I'm not out of breath. I'm not sick. But I'm cold. It's gotten much colder as we've started climbing. This route, by the way, is brand new. It's kind of funky because it's a little raised. But it looks really neat. Trail, the outhouses with no door locks are just to your right, just to the right of the trail. And I guess I'm approaching a worker's cache because they're still working on this trail. And you can see bits of equipment here, there, hither, and yon. Don't yawn, this is exciting. Anyway, it's very cool what they've done to the trail. It used to go down underneath, now it's coming up around on top, and pretty nice. Ow. just want to give you a little update. So because they've changed this trail, my stopping point, which used to be Round Valley, I don't think it's anywhere on the trail anymore. I think they've moved the trail to go around Round Valley, which would make sense with all the people walking through. They'd want to keep people out of there, maybe. But here's the thing. It's 12:30. And because I can only be here until 4, because it's going to take 3 hours to drive home, because traffic on Sundays is insane in Southern California, just so you know. Anyway, I don't know how much further up I can go. So it is a little disappointing, but at the same time, I'm not sick. I'm taking it very slowly. You know what? I think I'm just about to get to Round Valley. I think I missed my guess. I'm at about 9,000 feet, and tired because it's a really cold day up here. For those of us who grew up in Orange County, at least, grew up in Southern California, or maybe just me because I'm old. Anyway, yeah, guess what? I just got to Round Valley. My plan was to turn around at 1, take a break, turn around at 1, but that's not going to happen now. I'm going to take a break for about 15 minutes. I don't want to stop here and turn around. I'm going to go. I'm going to push it a little bit. I'm going to drive home a little later. So, break time. Okay, so it's break time, and I'm sitting here with the wind blowing right on me. And it's really cold. So, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to take this buff off in just a minute. It does a good job of keeping my lungs and my face warmer. I'm going to enjoy this Pro Bar. It's banana nut. It's not their best, but it'll do in a pinch. But I gotta tell you, I am so cold. It's in the 40s up here. And I'm fogging up my glasses by talking. Hold on. So, anyway, I'm the Invisible Man. So I'm gonna take my break. I'm gonna have my snack, and we'll head up. I don't think I'm gonna get to Wellman's Divide today because it's really cold, and it's getting late, and I got traffic to drive through. So bear with me. We're gonna go a little bit further in just a little bit. Okay, well, I lied. I took a 15-minute break. I said I was going to take a long break, but I really want to get higher. I feel good. Tired as hell, and cold as hell, and my trekking poles keep getting tangled. But other than that, I feel fine. So here's what I'm going to do. I was going to turn around at 1, but I ascend slower than I descend. So I'm gonna push it until 2. This is the hike to Wellman's Divide, or Wellman's Junction, or whatever it's called. Let's go. Oh, hey, one thing real quick. I want you to know that I've already pulled a muscle in my back. You may be wondering how I did that. Well, let me tell you. I was breathing. That's it. I was taking a deep breath, and I felt something go pop in my back. And now my back has a pulled muscle or something. "9,300 feet. And altitude sickness has kicked in. But let's keep something in mind, huh? First time I got altitude... Fine. First time I got altitude sickness was, I think, around 8,500 feet. So I've been able to push that ceiling to 800. I've been able to push that ceiling up 800 feet. Something I wanted to tell you. I recently lost Well, I recently lost what was, for me, a great deal of weight, which is about 15 pounds. And I think that might have something to do with this. I think being lighter, being thinner, having less weight to carry is helpful for me. You also have to factor in 20-something years of smoking. I turned around from shooting that last little piece of video and saw my first living, non-human creature on the trail. It was a big, bushy squirrel. Of course, it ran away post-haste. But I guess if you want to see living things on the trail, you got to climb over 9,300 feet. Or, I should say beyond 9,300 feet. Okay, a little bit of an update. I'm at 9,300 feet. I'm having problems. I want to get to 95. I've decided that's going to be my goal. Since my first ceiling, and my first ceiling getting here, was 8,500 feet, I had to stop at 8,500 feet. Well, I want to add 1,000 feet to that. So I want to keep going till I get to 9,500 feet. Wish me luck. Okay, it's gonna be hard to film. It really is. Okay, first of all, oh God, I'm at 95.88. Oh God, my lungs are killing me. So I'm gonna turn around. I made it to 95.88. I'm very happy about that. I'm 1/3 of a mile from Wellman's Junction. But if I keep going, right now I can barely pick up my feet. I need to drop some altitude before it becomes unsafe for me to hike. So, this is where I turn around. That's why I took that last shot, because I wanted to remember where it was I left off last time. 1/3 of a mile from Wellman's Creek. Next time. Oh fuck, I gotta sit down. Next time we get closer, right? Anyway, oh man, I hurt. Tell you what. So I was dealing with a lot of cold weather, and I thought, why not take my buff from my neck and put it on my head and, keep me a little warmer, because it was really cold. And you know what? This, great idea. I will be doing it more next time I'm here. Anyway, so I'm down at Round Valley, down at 9,100 feet, so I've dropped 4. Okay, my lungs are really hurting. I thought if I came down a little bit, sorry, there's the sun. I thought, oh, there's the sun. Where's not the sun? Okay, I thought if I came down a little altitude, I'd be in less pain, but that's not the case. And I gotta tell you, I'm in a lot of pain, and I really should have turned around sooner. 95 was too much. 94 would probably have been fine. So if you're trying to train, I guess my advice to you is don't go too overboard. Little
Baby steps, baby steps. That's my advice to me, too. So, I'm back at the ranger station. I am in so much pain. So I wanted to tell you that this trail, oh yeah, that looks great. This trail is not good on the feet. It's not easy on the feet. There's no way that, look, it looks like there's a bird on my head. So, anyway, this trail is not easy on the feet. There's lots of roots and lots of rocks. So if you're gonna hike out here, oh, get ready to hurt your feet. But apparently my lungs are not gonna stop hurting just because I'm in lower elevation. I can feel that pulled muscle on my back, and it is enormous. It's so swollen up back there. It's like a huge knot. So, I forgot what I was going to say. I am so loopy right now from hiking. Like so dizzy and so tired. Fortunately, my schizies haven't popped up, and that's good. No hallucinating. But so tired and so beat. Tomorrow is going to be an awful day. You know that feeling. But I've got to get off this mountain, which means taking the tram down. So it's 3:45 right now. It took me a while to get off that mountain. And I probably won't get down till 4:30. And then on the freeway, joy. So tell you what, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's try that again. Take good care of yourself. Hope to see you out on the trail. Be good to yourself, be kind to others. Let's make this world a better place. Somebody get me a chiropractor.
And there you have it. You've just survived another Ken LaSalle video. For more information about new releases, projects in the works, or even stuff from the archives, head on down to kenlasalle.com. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and all around social media, just as long as it's called Facebook or Twitter. Thanks for your support, as always. Be sure to subscribe to this channel, and I'll be back soon with more nonsense.